Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for City Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What Map. I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm back on the horse and I'm ready to ride. But I've got a few technical problems with the game. There is a What Map. I'm going to continue doing What Maps, but these technical problems are going to take a while to sort out. First of all, the maps weren't loading fully at all. Roads were missing, and I put this down to network extensions. I thought, bloody hell. So I unsubbed, resubbed. That didn't fix it. So I unsubbed from all the mods, uninstalled the game, reinstalled the game, and then resubbed to all the mods. That didn't make a difference. So I unsubbed from all the mods and the assets and everything. I uninstalled the game and Steam, then reinstalled the game and Steam, and resubbed to a few of the mods and assets because I couldn't install all of them because there were thousands, well, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But now my middle mouse button isn't working, which is obviously the one used for panning and zooming around, which is very frustrating. Well, it's working for zooming, but it's not working for panning, which is making actually recording the episodes very difficult indeed. And I have tried rebinding this, but basically the game is not recognising it as a button press. And it's not easy using a keyboard alternative. I have tried, it's really quite awkward. So anyway, I have recorded a few maps before this issue arose, but afterwards I've switched 100% to cinematics, which is very time consuming and therefore is not actually something I can plausibly do permanently, but it'll do for now. We can bodge by until hopefully I can fix this middle mouse button. If you've got a solution to the middle mouse button, please let me know, as long as it's not uninstalling and reinstalling the game again, because I don't really want to go through all that. I've had some problems with the asset review too, with some assets only partially loading. I don't know what the problem is there, so until I can get an asset fully loaded, I will not be reviewing them. So it's been a bit of a muddle. But anyway, the good news is there is now an official What Map t-shirt available exclusively from logoagogo.me. The link is in the description, or you can just go to the website and click on exclusives. Maybe one day you'll look as beautiful as me, and if you don't buy it, I will punch your lights out. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on with today's map. It's been nearly 3 minutes already. Sorry about that, guys. Let's crack on. And today's map, randomly selected, is Cliff Canyon by JohnL. Now, JohnL doesn't have much pedigree as such, but I picked maps based on a glance at the thumbnail, think, does that look like it could be interesting? Does it divulge anything? Let's have a look at the map. And here we are, Cliff Canyon, that's the thumbnail I was going by. And the resources, now, I'm liking these resources. This is a point for the resources. Loving it, very nice. Now, it looks like a flat map, so hopefully the road shouldn't be too bad, and we'll have something, a good base to build from. Drifting apart and together a bit. Oh, bit of a kink going out there. Flat in on the right, coming out on the hill on the left, and so a slight kink on the exit. Not the best, but then we're up to this roundabout. It's a good start square. Kink coming off the roundabout, but a good position for the start square, I'd say. This road bridge, very flat, very nice. Good work, better than the first one. Up to a second roundabout for a start square, and the Cloverleaf junction with roads going in 4 directions. That clearly goes out to the fog. That one, we'll go this way. We'll go this way. Yeah, underneath the rail. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute, and then down this drop. Nice smooth incline, bit steep, but it's workable and doable, and I like to see it. Now this big bridge here, pretty good at this end, like that. Very level, but then at the other end, why couldn't that go in at the top? It's a bit of a shame there. And now here we've got, not quite level, are they? Not quite level. And then at this end, see, the right hand side comes out too low, the one left hand side comes out too high. Now the kink on the entrance on this bridge here and a bit of a drop. It's a shame, it was looking pretty good on the other end of the map, and then, oh crikey, what's going on here? Okay, that's a little bit disappointing, I've got to say there. Now let's check the rail. The rail, once again, should be good because it's fairly flat land. Let's check this first bridge. Well, that's perfect. Can't make any grumbles about that at all. That's as good a bridge as you're going to get. And then up and over the road, and that's steep. Train would not be able to make that. And then the steep drop down the other side as well. And we flit across this, and once again, pretty good bridge there. Perfect bridge. Can't grumble there. So anyway, as you know, this is not just a map review show. We have a quick look at assets as well. And as I said at the beginning of the show, going to have a few problems with the assets. Today's asset, no problems at all. So anyway, that be said, shall we? We shall, of course. It's Lisbon Compass Rose Plaza, 8x10 apparently, actually, by stmSantana. Santana? Yeah, one of those two. I could have flattened the land out a little bit. That's pretty weak of me there, but I didn't expect the asset to be so big, and I was busy trying to get everything done back on for you guys to start watching. But this is a very nice asset. This is under the parks. In fact, all this week I'm going to try and stick to parks, although some of them, like I say, are not loading fully. But this is very, very nice. It's Lisbon Compass Rose Plaza by stmSantana. And back to Cliff Canyon by JohnL. And wow, look at the waterways. Now, the banks are nice and low. I like it. Not too much detailing on the banks, but I can live with that. And then we come across to the canyon waterfall. This is not bad at the top. We drop down to the other end though, and if you look at the detailing on the cliffs, it's almost like they're made of glass. Kind of like the ice wall in Game of Thrones, I guess. So anyway, that's good and bad. It's all pretty much this is a map full of good and bad, I would say, actually, throughout. And these islands are very steep and implausible. Another one here. This is a better waterfall. This one looks very nice from a distance, and like I say, it doesn't look like quite so much like the cliffs. That's when before the cliffs are made of ice. And then we have a third waterfall as well. I like the way that all the waterfalls are slightly different designs as well, so that's a plus point. And then we'll follow this river up and in. Let's see where it's sourcing from. Now this is interesting. Look at the water flow here. It's going to the right, which is nice, but then it goes to the left there. So we've got a source at that point there, which is very odd indeed. And is a point off as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, then we've got this canyon, which, a map called Cliff Canyon. They expect there to be a canyon. I'm not sure what you would actually do with this canyon at all, short of fill it with rubbish. It's an odd feature, I think. It doesn't really serve any purpose for me for the map. So neither a plus nor a negative. Now, the mountains are very nice, although we've got this plateau at the top there. It reminds me of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, crikey. And then we've got these similarly flat-topped mountains. Once again, you'll have trouble building on the top of those. And some workable islands. Very nice. I like that one. These are interesting. This is some very interesting texturing work. I kind of like them as well. What you do with them, I don't know, but I like them. Then we've got the Long Island, which is very usable. Like that. And then we keep across here, and this is BonBon Island. If you're going to build on this map, I'd like that called BonBon Island, please. That's where I want to live. And we've got this slope up here, which is going to work well if you have the docks here. Speaking of the docks, let's check the routes. Yeah, you can have docks pretty much anywhere on the waterfront, all covered. So anyway, let's check this out. Aesthetically, I don't think it's an ugly map. I just don't think it's a pretty map. Hard to mark up and hard to mark down, and give that 3 stars. Detailing, well, there are some good bits and there are some bad bits, so 3 stars again. And gameplay potential, well, you can build on it and do things with it, but I think it's also held back by its own limitations, so 3 stars there also. Cliff Canyon by JohnL. Very middle of the road map, I would suggest. So anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and also buy yourself one of my lovely little t-shirts from logogogo.me, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another map in the What Map series. Thanks for watching. See you then.